everybody. I'm George Mossey. I'm with my co-host Heather C. Hello, Heather. Last night,
Hi.
Darcey and Stacey season 3, episode 2 aired. We've got a lot to talk about, right? So let's talk about how Darcey has released her inner pageant mom. Aniko is entering the pageant, and Darcey has entered into this mode of cheerleader, pageant mom, stage mom. And I think that everybody around thinks that she might need to take it down a notch, but I think it's pretty normal. This is what a mom does for their child. Like if it was a son in basketball, she would be cheering. And since it's Aniko in a pageant, she's ready and she wants her to take home that crown. So I think that this is probably right, the even tone of where it should be, but everyone else is like, I'll just take it down one notch.
I don't blame her at all. First of all, I think her daughters are absolutely gorgeous. And I love the vibes that she gives off. So, I mean, I'm sure that it's embarrassing for her daughter, having her mom be like, ah. But you know what? It's cute. And, a lot of people don't have that support from their parents. So I think that she's just overly excited. And, she wants to show her daughter that she loves her and supports her. And, maybe a little part of her wants to relive that part of her life as well. So there's nothing wrong
I
with
see
that.
that
It's all
too. I
positive.
see Darcey practicing her runway walks. I see it. I think we've hit a actual place that Darcey wishes that she would have did when she was younger.
I don't
And this
blame
is
her.
also the first pageant. So we're best of luck to Aniko, and we're hoping that you come home with that crown. You deserve it. So let's talk about Stacey and Florian. So they head to Darcey's apartment and they have to pick up some things because Georgi is staying in the apartment because we learned last week they are trying to work things out. And it's super awkward, but it gets even more awkward because Stacey kind of confronts Georgi and is like, look, I'm worried about my sister. I'm worried about what's going on. And she starts asking questions. And everything is fine up until the point where Georgi tells Stacey that he was working while they were in Turkey doing massages. And she knows for a fact that he has not been working for quite a while. And she felt like, well, you're back to your old ways. You're already lying to me. The first interaction that we've had since I've seen you since the breakup, you've lied to my face. This is definitely not going in the direction it needs to go.
I think that, you know, there's a lot that's going to unfold and unravel this season, especially since, they feel so strongly. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I
Just
feel like Darcey has made up her mind and she really wants to make this work. And I do feel like there's going to be resistance. We saw some resistance from her dad as well. And even
yeah.
her daughters, no one is really excited about this reconnection that she has going on. But Darcey has made up her mind and she's grown. She's a big girl and she's going to do it. And Georgi and Darcey did go into couples therapy together, which I feel like is a big step. So a lot of
Yeah.
people are definitely skeptical about the situation, but he's opening up in therapy. They're listening, they're hearing each other, they're working on their relationship, and they're both in a place where they want to make it work. So I feel like when people are really putting in the work to make a relationship better, it's possible that it will work.
It's a good step to go in.
After we found out that Florian can't swim, no shame, Florian. I cannot swim either. There's no shame in that. Darcey and Georgi throw a little barbecue for everyone, and Stacey and Florian come over, and it's super awkward. No one is really talking to each other. And then Darcey decides to drop this huge bomb. She's like, oh, by the way, Georgi is going to be attending the Miami trip with everyone. I hope you're okay with it. And they're not. Okay. So they're basically having a awkward conversation as it is. And then Darcey is like, oh, by the way, this cool family trip that we've planned that's also a Fashion Week debut for our line House of 11 will be including Georgi, someone that you guys can barely stomach.
I mean, I get where they're both coming from for both sides of the fence, but they can't be super surprised that she's bringing him because even though they already have history together, they're kind of like at the beginning stages of a new relationship because they're starting over. So, of course, she's going to bring him with her because they're trying to rebuild and they're trying to work on things. And she can't just uproot her life and go to Miami when things are so new and fresh. It's so much easier to just bring the person in the situation with you, so that way you could kill two birds with one stone. Have fun in Miami, do what you need to do for your business, work on your relationship. Because why not? If Stacey can bring her husband, Florian, and, you know, I'm sure her daughters, being teenagers, are going to want to hang out and go to the beach and check out boys. Like, why can't she bring somebody with her and keep her company? And, you know, I don't see what's wrong with that. Not everybody's going to like everybody, but they should love her and they should respect her decision in wanting to bring him.
I agree. And I feel like the whole purpose of that barbecue, she wanted him to clear the air between Stacey and Florian and just open the communication back up and maybe apologize, maybe let them know that he's willing to work on it and he's willing to change. The real problem is no one believes that he wants to change. So that's the test that he's going to have to prove to everyone, that he's actually taking these steps and there's not going to be any drama. Because if you've heard anything, it's Stacey is like, I don't want him to come because I don't want him to bring the drama, the fighting, the yelling, the crying, the unnecessary. They're going to Miami. It's the beach. You know, no one wants to have any of that unnecessary fighting. So will there be drama? I'm positive there will be. This is Darcey and Stacey, guys. I know there's going to be drama. We hope that there is, but we also hope that Georgi and Stacey and Darcey are able to work through this, and Stacey and Florian are able to accept this new relationship as it is and just give them an opportunity to see if it's going to actually work, because that's all they really need. They need some time to work on themselves, but they also don't need any outside interference during this very fragile time in them rebuilding this. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of Darcey and Stacey. Make sure you us every Monday night, and you also add us here. I'll have our Twitters at the bottom. I'm George Mossey. This is my co-host, Heather C. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. This is the Darcey and Stacey podcast, and we'll see you guys real soon.